performers are so awesome, and I'm so excited to see what they have for us. Let's bring up Alyssa and Steve! Yay! Two.
Yes, Steve!
You guys, I'm the one that's Steve. And I didn't mean to dress like a lesbian, but I thought it might give me some courage. So I don't do stand-up a lot, but I had something really important to say. I wanted to say what's on everybody's mind.
Okay.
I know we've all been thinking it, and I just wanted to say it so that everybody can be more at ease. Because I think the first book of the Bible, Genesis, and I know you guys are all with me in thinking this and afraid to say it, but it's like a conversation between two tween girls.
This? Oh my god, what did he say?
And he said, "Let there be light."
Oh my god, how was it?
Oh, no, it was good. Yeah. And he did a whole bunch of other stuff, too.
Like what?
I don't know, like he made things, and he like designed stuff. It's great.
Oh my god, then what happened?
Then he rested.
Oh.
He was tired. Yeah. Oh my god, and did you hear about Hezekiah?
No, what happened?
Okay, no, Hezekiah begot Samuelson.
Okay, saw that coming.
Yeah, I know, right? And then Samuelson begot Master Coco.
What?
Yeah, and then Master Coco turns around and begot Dave.
Oh, get out here! Got myself on that. Also, what? So I was listening that whole time.
Right.
But what in the hell is a Master Coco? Is that a real name in the Bible?
Yeah, it
Or
is.
just like a black pimp?
No, you can't say that. That's racist. That's
Wait,
racist.
let me do a quick sweep. No, I can't. Wait, no, I definitely can't.
Yeah,
but
okay.
no, that's not racist. But I did want to share a story that's like just
Racist.
like on a racist scale of 1
Okay.
to 10. It's
All
like
right.
just a 3 or so. But a couple months ago, I was having a conversation with a friend about how black people don't know what kale is. And
Wait, you were having a conversation with your friend about that? Like you guys sit down and you have a list of minorities and a list of vegetables, and you write their relationships?
these are just things that sometimes happen in a conversation with me, okay? But, so we were talking about it. That's fine, it was a great conversation. But then, 2 days later, I went to Target, and this is what makes it so amazing. I went to Target and I bought some kale, because I'm just like trying to kind of watch what, I'm just kidding, it's because I'm white, you guys. So wait, one more quick sweep. Safe. Alright. So I bought some kale, and the lady at the checkout was black, and that's totally fine. But
Well,
when
thanks for your permission.
but when my kale went up to the end of the belt, she looked at it and she said, "Is this parsley?" And I, like, outside of my head, I was like, "No, that's kale," but like inside, I was like, I nailed it. Because I just had this conversation 2 days ago. It was amazing timing. So I'm like, "No, that's kale." And she's like, "Okay, I don't know what that is." And I'm like, yes. I'm not just a bad person, I'm like an honest bad person. And so then, and it got even better because like I bought some zucchinis and those kind of made their way up. And she was like, "Are these cucumbers?" And I was like, no, those are zucchinis. And she's like, "What's the difference?" I'm like, "One's like softer." And she's like, "I don't like them."
Which is kind of okay, because you weren't buying them for her, I assume.
Not this time.
Right. That would have been a little bit more awkward. But I have to say that's not really a black thing. I think it's a Target checkout person thing. This is not a class joke. I was a checker for a long time, okay? But I went to a Target, totally different Target, and I bought, okay, here's a list of the things I put on the belt. Some wooden spoons, a carafe, and a silver platter, along with a fancy silver and white bag and a card that said, "Congratulations on your wedding." So my checker said, "Is this a wedding present?" He wasn't black.
I was just gonna ask.
He says, "Is this a wedding present?" I'm like, Yes. Yes, it is." He said, "Oh, is it your wedding?" I was super nice, because I'm not rude, I'm not a jackass, but I said, "No, I wouldn't be buying a present for my wedding. That would be weird." And he's like, "Oh, okay." I don't think he was really listening to me, because then I was like, "No, it's for a friend of mine I worked with a long time ago." And he's like, Oh, she's long and beautiful?" No. I don't describe women as long. No. You would be long, I guess. I don't know. But, so then he says, okay, so she's long and beautiful. Even though I said no, and he's not listening to me. But he says, are you guys together? No. Because that would make it my wedding again. And I'm still not buying a present for my own wedding.
She's so long. Flowing.
Yeah.
That's the hard thing about grocery adventures. Okay? It can be a beautiful thing, or it's just the opposite. It's not beautiful.
It's an ugly thing.
I'm gonna check the thesaurus when I get home. But I have some issues because I grocery shop at Target like you do. And my problem though is that sometimes I have to go for just one thing. And I hate it because it's so obvious that I'm buying just that one thing.
Yeah,
like if I'm in the store and I see a person just carrying Preparation H, I know that their ass is a war zone and that shouldn't be tampered with. Like, bad things are happening. So it's so obvious because no one buys that stuff preventatively. It just doesn't happen. No one. And if you are, you're not getting credit for it. But I had to go buy toilet paper. Okay? So I went and got it, and I'm waiting to pay, and I hold it like this. I know, I can see it in your face. You're wondering.
I didn't know what that was.
I don't poke all the holes in the top.
Okay, that's the first thing I do, even if I'm not buying toilet paper. I do when I wait for people in the store, I just poke.
Well, I hold it like this, so I'm waiting in line, and then I glance behind me, and there's a guy behind me who's also buying just toilet paper. Like, we both had this very intimate moment where we just sort of like looked at the toilet paper and like looked at each other. We both were just like, "Gotta take a dump, huh?" Like, I felt really close to
Like
him
you
in
had
that
a
moment.
connection. I know. Well, that is not the kind of connection I recommend. I have to say that. And this is the thing. Fecal connections
Are the best.
they make me they make me uncomfortable is what I was gonna say. I rapidly dive for the remote to change the channel anytime the Charmin Bear commercials are on. That family's too close. Okay? All of those Charmin Bears discussing taking a shit. The mom is like invested, the daughter's like, "I just dropped a huge deuce." It's gross. And the dad's like, "I'm headed in there next."
They've got like that pep in their step.
Yeah, no, they're too happy about shitting. And there's that part in it where they're like, you don't want to leave pieces behind. And the bear bends over for the screen. It kills me. I don't want to hear about pieces of bear shit still on bear butts.
You hate bears.
I do hate...
Do you hate Goldilocks and the Three Bears?
They're a little picky.
What about the Bernstein Bears?
Everybody loves the Bernstein Bears. I personally find their plots a little shallow.
Okay, what about the tiny, cute little laundry detergent?
Ah, Snuggles.
But yeah.
No, Snuggles, he's on his little blanket and he's giggling
No,
and
he's
stuff
so
like that.
cute.
You just want to like hold him and like put that little blanket over his face and hold it tight until he stops giggling and goes limp.
You literally judge bears. I judge people based. I use Charmin sometimes. It's great. I don't leave pieces behind ever.
Thank God.
But I do judge people based on their toilet paper purchases.
Right.
So if I see a person in the store and they're carrying Ultra Strong, I know a couple things about that person.
They buy taquitos at 7-Eleven.
They sweat bullets every time they go into the bathroom. They're a complete hard ass. Just kidding, I'm not done, Steve. And I just know that they're scared when they walk in. If I see a person buying Ultra Soft, I know that they probably do yoga. If they're white, they eat kale. I know like they don't have a fear. Personally, if I may get personal for just a second.
Because that wasn't the
Not at all.
personal before. Okay.
I'm a Ultra Soft and Ultra Strong type of gal. I like to get the job done with a woman's touch. It's like a woman at a construction site. She still has a hard hat on, but like a braid.
Yeah. So you like that feminine approach, but with the strength of a man.
Yeah, and I don't know why you did that when you said it.
That's how women. That's how I imagine
that's
women.
the wrong.
I've never watched a woman wipe.
So
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I need to do that sometime. Any volunteers, women I can watch? I don't want to
Yes,
do that.
volunteer.
Volunteer, but I won't take you up on it. I don't judge people. I judge
Just
bears.
bears?
Just bears. I don't judge people though. I saw a guy at a Walmart checkout because I go to multiple stores, you guys.
You guys, we
not
don't just shop at Target.
I go to
Okay?
different stores. And this guy at Walmart, I didn't judge, but I had this empathy where I was just thinking, I was like, what must it be like to be you? I don't think I could do it. He had tattoos from head to toe. Like, of course he wasn't naked, but I assume they were everywhere. Because they were going in under the clothes. You know how you can tell it's not done, like it doesn't just stop there. So I knew he was covered with tattoos, and I thought I couldn't do that because it would just forever it would take me too long to take a shower. I'd be talking to the tattoos, you guys. Everyone. As I lathered up all the soap and I was rubbing it all over myself, I'd be rubbing it and I'd say, "Oh, busty snake charmer, let me wash those titties." "Satan, you have to wash your hands before you eat that baby. Come on." "Oh, I should call my mom and buy some milk."
I think these are valid concerns that you have. I'm not afraid of tattoo needles, obviously, but the one needle that I won't participate in is blood drive needles. Like a heroin needle I'm okay with, but like I don't know if you need to use needles for that. I need to talk to someone.
I think you do use. Anyone needles for heroin?
Great!
I wasn't offering, I was just asking, but okay. Alright.
So I just can't. Here's the thing: at work, every time the blood drive comes around, people are like, "Are you gonna participate in the blood drive?"
Like, do you work with kindergarten teachers?
Yes.
Just,
And every month I say no for a couple reasons. Okay, I'll tell you guys. One, I'm very greedy and selfish. That's my blood. I need it. I want it. I worked hard for it. It's mine. And secondly, and most importantly, I shouldn't have to participate in a blood drive because I already participate in a blood drive every month for 4 to 7 days. Okay?
so have you considered saving it in a bag for the needy people?
Steve, you took it too far.
I'm sorry. I just don't know how that works, so I just thought I'd
What
ask.
bothers me is they try and lure you in with the cookies. They're like, if you just give us that thing that you need to live, we'll give you cookies and juice. And I'm like, it got me thinking, like, why aren't cookies being passed out after other things, like after you get into a car accident, or like after I've had a pap smear, I could go for a cookie.
After you get dental work, you get a box of Oreos. I'm with you.
Right.
But you know what? We should be the agent of change. So just for all of you guys sitting through the set, just since you had to do that, we brought cookies for you. They're in the back. Yes.
No, you guys, we didn't bring cookies for you. Here's what you can do though, you can go to your local store. They know about the deal happening, so they'll be on board with it. You just purchase the cookies but with your money, and then me and Steve will just reimburse you at a later date.
However long it takes you to forget about the reimbursement, that's pretty much when you can expect the check. Thank you guys.